Welcome to Perfect Guardian, and I am going to tell you about few tips for eating before and after exercise. Now there are a lot of myths surround that how much should be eaten before or after and even during exercise. For example, many people don't eat at all for the day until they exercise. For some reason, people assume that they will burn off more fat that way, since the body won't be able to draw on recent food supplies. Some people choose to skip breakfast before their morning workouts, but for completely different reasons. For example, even some hardcore athletes think that an empty stomach will actually help them work out, since their body won't be wasting energy trying to digest food and can supposedly put more energy into working out. On the other hand, casual exercisers often think they should not eat before they exercise because it should cause uncomfortable stomach cramps that will cut the workout short. Now, what's the reality? In fact, the reality of the situation is that those people are not doing themselves any favors. The body needs energy to function properly, especially after sleeping. After all, calories are burnt even while you are resting. On average, people go about 12 hours between having supper at night and having breakfast in the morning. In that time, the body relies on carbohydrates and fats that have been stored to fuel most of the 1100 or so calories that it burns. That energy supply needs to be restocked. People are not kidding when they say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Although it's important to keep your food stores balanced throughout the day too. Now, keeping the balance. Now, during the day, you're going to burn an average of 100 calories an hour when you are just sitting around. Obviously, exercising is going to make you burn more calories. The trick is to balance how many calories you burn with how many calories you eat. That's going to depend greatly on you and how much exercise you do. Now, by avoiding ketosis, if you don't maintain the balance, you could wind up in a state that is known as ketosis. For example, let's say that after a good night of rest, you burn 1100 calories. Now you pretend that you burn an additional 600 calories exercising and don't eat in between. Your body is going to then go into starvation and preservation mode. It's called ketosis. During the ketosis mode, you are unlikely to have much of an appetite. So you put off eating even longer. At some point, your body is going to go out of the ketosis and into total panic mode when it needs more of food immediately. That can cause you to binge on foods and wind up eating much more at one time than you should. That is certainly not the way to make the most of your exercise routines. Now, the snack attack. So the point here is to keep your body in balance. One good way to do that is to adjust your eating habits to your workout routines. For example, you may find it beneficial to eat a high energy snack right before an intense workout. A good suggestion would be a piece of fruit or some pasta. That will make so your glycogen supply stay well stocked while you exercise. Now, refueling window. After a strenuous workout, there is something known as the refueling window. For about 45 minutes, your body is better able to repair and replenish muscles. Also, the body is producing more insulin, which can be used and useful for restocking protein, but not without the proper fuel. So it's absolutely vital that you eat shortly after a major workout. Sometime it's not that convenient to eat right after a workout, so it's good to take energy drinks or energy bars with you. If you won't be exercising at home, if you have access to a bigger variety of foods, though, you can have some fruits, a peanut butter sandwich, some yogurt, or even some pasta. Remember one thing: just because you need to eat after an intense workout doesn't mean that you need to eat a huge meal. It's all about maintaining balance in your food. Now, hydration. Finally, remember that food isn't all your body needs to be efficient. You also need to stay well hydrated before, during, and after workout. Not only can dehydration make you feel sick and tired, but it makes your body much less efficient during a workout. On top of that, being dehydrated can also make you more prone to injuries. So now that you understand a bit more about food and exercise, you can be a bit more confident about your daily routines. However, it never hurts to talk to a doctor or nutritional expert. They can help you tailor a diet to your own personal exercise routine. After all, there's a big difference between taking a 15-minute walk and running a marathon. So the relationship between food and exercise is a bit different for every person. So thank you. Please subscribe to my channel Perfect Guardian and give your comments.